Mas malaki yung sweldo ko sa asawa ko, pero paano nga ba namin yun hinahandle? Feeling ko talaga dapat yung husband ko yung sumugot nito, pero dahil inverter siya, syempre, ako na lang. So, I will share the 3 marriage money rules that we have right now. So, hi, I'm a mom of 3 and a breadwinner building a 60 million peso portfolio. And nung nabasa ko ang tanong na to, medyo nagulat ako kasi syempre, sunset protocol yung topic, tapos biglang income dynamics. Pero sasagutin pa rin natin yan. For now kasi, sa discussions, ang nakikita na lang natin, or ang nakikita na lang is yung contribution ko na 152,500 and yung nanggagaling sa husband ko, which is 20,000 pesos na variable, minsan mataas, minsan mababa, depende sa ginagawa niya. Pero, we have been together for 15 years and 1 year pa lang akong breadwinner. Nag-work man ako those years, pero consistently, mas mataas or doble yung income ng husband ko since we started until 2021. I will preface this by saying na may reason why we decided na he needs to be home. If you want na i-discuss ko yun further and kung paano kami naka-decide and naka-move sa plan namin ngayon, let me know in the comments. Anyway, here are the 3 money rules we try to follow in our marriage. First, I always think na in a healthy marriage, income should never be used as power. In essence, income does not have any weight on decision making. Dapat fair to all concerned. Yung ikakabuti ng pamilya, hindi lang ng isa. Kung gagamitin mong dahilan is yung mas malaki yung income mo kaya ikaw dapat ang masunod, hindi yun mag-work. Hindi mag-work yung dynamics kasi pinapatay mo yung pride ng asawa mo. You're supposed to lift each other up and bring out each other's best version. For us, nakita ko naman happy siya sa bahay lang din with me. Hindi rin naman siya mahilig lumabas kasi nga inverter siya, so okay na sa kanya yung nanonood siya ng TV and playing mobile games. Pero sobrang ayos ng management namin sa household. On time lahat ng bills, covered lahat ng expenses. Pag may inask ako na kaya ba natin gawin to next month to adjust, nagagawan niya ng paraan yun na hindi namin masyadong nararamdaman. Anything around the house he handles, and abigaton for me. Kaya blessing sa akin yung naging dynamics namin kasi napunta kami dun sa where we shine. Second, walang pera ko or pera mo. Lahat ay pera natin. Matagal din bago namin nabuo yung sa part na to kasi hindi din naman kami fully transparent before sa accounts namin. Pero nung naging 100% transparent na, mas nag-improve yung relationship namin. Meron lang kaming mga rules. For example, if I make money outside dun sa established budget na namin for the year, diba declared na contribution ko is 152,500 pesos. Pero kung may overtime ako, holiday pay, additional allowance, mga napanalunan sa mga kung anong pag-game sa office or anything, I can use that for anything I want, no questions asked. So kanya, ganun din. Pag may nakuha siyang extra, pwede niya naman gamitin sa kung ano yung gusto niyang bilhin. Pero last time, binili niya nga ako ng ergonomic chair dun sa nakuha niya. So, good for me. Yes. Anyway, lastly, yung shared goal. I think ito yung pinaka-importante sa lahat. Nakafocus kasi kami sa isang goal, hindi dream goal. Ito yung goal namin, which is the 60 million by 60 project. Hindi lang sa akin yung 60 million. Para yun sa family namin. Hindi ko naman yun binuo mag-isa, and truth be told, hindi ko rin yun kakayanin mag-isa. Need ko yung support ng lahat ng family members, kahit yung bunso namin na 11 years old. For example, sa kids, meron silang contribution and they know it. Ang contribution nila is to follow yung birthday budget nila, be contented with what we can provide. Kung may gusto sila, they can put it on our list. And if importante talaga yun sa kanila, hinuhope ko na wala nang pag-heal ng inner child na mangyayari. And in addition, they're also responsible for praying for the whole family, especially our goals and our health. Malaking bagay yun for us. Everyone in our family has a role sa overall goal namin. And that helps for us to stay focused and not consider kung kanino sa amin nanggagaling yung mas malaking portion ng contribution. I think in the end, what makes it work is the fact na when we establish our rules, we follow them. And ang purpose is shared, hindi siya segmented. Kayo, paano nyo hinahandle yung relationship dynamics nyo kung meron man? And syempre, how does that play in your income and budget? That's the update for the group mates. See you on the next one.